guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica. I am going to be making household cleaning videos, my chores, mommy videos, maybe some cooking ones, kind of all things lifestyle. I just got some inspiration while being in quarantine and I have a few extra minutes on my hands. I am a busy full-time working mom, fiance, and we are just trying to not get on each other's nerves during this time. So come along with me. This is going to be a video of me just kind of picking up the house from a crazy Saturday morning. All of our Saturday mornings look like this. It is a mess after we're done having breakfast and getting up, watching our morning news, having coffee. So the first thing I do is start by making my bed. I do that every single morning because messy bed, messy head. So we have to make sure that we get in the space where we can clean freely. So first things first, make our bed. Second thing I'm going to do on Saturday mornings, I'm never going to do a deep clean unless it's just in one targeted area. So I am just cleaning with my microfiber towel and I'm using my Pledge antibacterial spray. I'm going to go ahead and just clean my nightstand, and then I'm going just to dust off everything with the same towel, and then I'm going to move over to my dresser and just dust off the front and where pretty much my daughter touches. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to do any deep cleaning in our bedroom today, just kind of tidy up, pick up, and kind of set our weekend out on the right foot. I'm also going to dust Kevin's hat rack. It does get super dusty every single week, and same with his nightstand on his side, which you can't see. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and move back over, tidy up our little space where we have our wallet sitting, paper piles up. I have the monitor there, so if Marley, which is our daughter, takes a nap on our bed, we can have it pointing her. So I'm going to go ahead and dust everything there as well and just kind of make sure everything is tidied up with the same towel and the same Pledge spray. The Pledge spray is an antibacterial spray and I really actually like it. I just bought it because my nightstand is really hard to clean and get the little marks off. I use a diffuser on my nightstand, and so the essential oils always spill for whatever reason, and so the Pledge spray is the only thing that gets it off. And once I'm done with everything, I'm going to move over to my blinds. I don't do this every Saturday, I'm going to be honest with you. It's a lot of work and it's really annoying to do. So I am doing it for the sake of this video, and I probably will not do it again until I deep clean my bedroom in about a couple of weeks. The blinds were filthy and disgusting. We've had a lot of rain here in Southern California, so I also like to keep the windows open even if it is raining. I just don't like a stuffy house, so I was just cleaning kind of where it got a little damp and dust collected, which was gross. But it was super satisfying to see the end result, and it turned out really nicely. I've never used the Pledge spray on the window or the blinds, but I did today and it looked so good afterwards. I'm going to continue definitely using it. And again, it's antibacterial, so hopefully it killed some germs while I was doing this. Once my room is done, I'm going to go ahead and move over to Marley's room. This is an ongoing project. I clean her room probably 4 or 5 times a day, just tidying up and making sure that her bed is made as well. We just converted her crib into this toddler bed, which was fun, exciting for us, but I haven't found a good comforter that I know that she would be comfy on. She's super particular when she comes to sleeping, and actually we have a hard time keeping her in her bed. So this Dodger blanket is pretty much the only thing that she really likes to sleep on, and I have found that it's the only thing that she actually stays in her bed in. So I just tidied up her room, looking for any lost toys or balls that go under that car. And I also wanted to wipe down her toys with a cleansing cloth. Her table she loves to sit at. She loves to eat at, so I wanted to make sure that it was nice and clean and germ-free. But this stayed that way just for a few hours, and then she was back in there again. Once that's done, it was an easy fix. I'm going to move on to the kitchen. Saw earlier in the video that it was a disaster after breakfast. My soap thing always gets stuck, and so I'm having Kevin help me. But also it always is empty, and so I have to buy a huge bulk soap refills because I do dishes constantly. I don't think an hour goes by where I don't wash a dish. We don't have a dishwasher in our little cute apartment, so I am her. And also Kev helps a lot. He does a lot of dishes, but I like the way I do it. So I'm going to get started cleaning all of the dishes. It is a full-time job, I swear, doing the dishes. It always feels like a Christmas dinner after breakfast when we're trying to clean up all of our dishes, but that's just kind of what you see me doing now, and I will let you enjoy the music for now until we are further along. So finally, I am almost done with the dishes. I just have to put them away now at this point. I do like to put them away after I do them. I know some people like to just let them air dry and then move on to another task. For me, it's kind of like the bed thing. If it's messy over in the kitchen area, there's no way I'm going to be able to do any other tasks. So I like to just make sure everything's dry, or look at the dishes and make sure that I didn't miss a spot. It is dark and I can't see sometimes, and so like I did with that dish, I just put it back in the sink because I missed a spot. So I'm just drying my dishes here, and I broke that. I got that for my bridal shower from one of my dear friends, and I'm gonna have to message them and ask them where they got it so I can replace it. Moving on, almost done putting all the dishes away, which is my absolute favorite part of doing the dishes. I love just seeing the finished result. I love putting all of my dishes away and getting it off of my counter space. It really, like I said, helps me focus, helps me recenter, and just finish cleaning up. So now I'm going to go ahead and take out my all-purpose cleansing cloths. I got those from Target recently. They don't have Lysol right now because of everything that's going on, so we're using those cloths and my tried and true cleaner bleach. I love that Up and Up cleaner bleach. I'm also going to be using some Ajax on my pots and pans and the baking pan that I have, because sometimes they just get so cakey with grease. I want to go ahead and make sure that I do that at least once a week, just to make sure that all of the grease and bacteria is off of our dishes. I do cook and bake a lot. We use our pans and pots almost every single day. So at least once a week, usually on Saturdays, I like to take out the Ajax old-fashioned style and just make sure to clean all the pots and pans. So finally, all my pots and pans are complete. I'm going to get Marley's tray from her high chair and just soap and water on this. I just like to make sure that it's clean. I do that a lot too. It's not just a Saturday thing. She eats on it obviously every single day and it becomes a huge mess. And then once that's just drying in the sink, I'm going to move over to her actual high chair. I'm going to use the cleaner bleach on the back side of it where she does not touch, and just get all of the food crumbs out. It was so filthy. I can't believe I haven't done this sooner, and I am sorry I did not take a picture of the before, but let me tell you how satisfying it was to get that all cleaned out. I took it apart completely and it was really cool because I really haven't done that before. When we bought it, my dad put it together for us, and I really didn't watch him put it together at all. So I didn't even know that all this came apart, but I'm really glad that I learned about it today, because now I can keep doing that every single week when I just do my Saturday chores. So I cleaned it all with bleach. I got the cleansing cloths that I got from Target, the all-purpose ones, and then I kind of went over the front of them. They're not as harsh chemically wise as the bleach is, and so I felt comfortable and safe doing that for the front of her high chair where she touches most. And then I went ahead and put it back together, and it was nice because I was able to clean like every nook and cranny and get all the little crumbs out. And I was even able to take that off. I was so excited that I was able to remove that because it was filthy. There's crumbs in there from God knows when. So I was really stoked to be able to get that high chair taken apart and clean it to the max. That was like my only deep cleaning project of the morning. And let me tell you, it was the best thing I could have ever done. So once I was done with the high chair, I moved back over to the stove. I clean the stove every single day, sometimes twice a day, and I just make sure to clean it with my bleach first just to get all the grime off, the splatters off from whatever we're cooking, and I wipe it down with my washcloth, and then I use my glass cleaner. So right now I don't have Windex. Windex was all out, so I just have the generic glass cleaner, and the reason I use Windex is because I grew up watching my auntie clean her stove with Windex at the end, and I don't know why she did it. I'm gonna have to ask her, but I definitely do it now too because of her. So auntie, if you're watching this, I do that because of you. Once I'm all done with that, I do the finishing touches on the dining room table. I clean it off with the all-purpose cleaner. Again, that one's less harsh than any of my other cleaners. And then I sweep and mop my floors. I do like to scrub the floors, like get down and scrub whenever I am mopping, but today it's just a quick little mop while everyone was out of the kitchen, and that is not usually something that happens in my house. People are still coming in and out of the kitchen when I'm trying to clean. So I'm just going to use my Swiffer Wet Jet. I actually bought this because a friend of mine had one and I thought it was the Swiffer Wet Jet, but it was a different brand. Anyways, she put Fabuloso in hers, which I actually just pour on the floor and then use the Swiffer Wet Jet occasionally. I don't really like the way it smells. I've tried different kinds, and yeah, I'm going to have to find out where she got her little Swiffer from. Once I'm done with everything, I'm going to go ahead and sanitize my sponge. I put it in there for 2 minutes, and voila, that is a pretty clean kitchen. So that is everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching my first video. If you like this, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more cleaning videos, and comment down below what you'd like to see next. Thinking about organizing my fridge. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!